Well, this is 30-Minute Mechanic Weekend Edition. We're going to be testing the new microphone. See how that works? And we're going to try to move those power steering lines away from our hot side so we can test fit our crossover pipe. Make sure all that's going to fit like it needs to. So hang on, let's get busy. All right, here we are again. About to lay on the floor. And get my paper towels here and kind of wipe up. Man, I need to clean the floor pretty bad. It's kind of disgusting down here. Probably going to get worse before it gets better. All right, see if we can lay down here. Oh. Now, got this wiring harness here. I don't know what that goes to. Feel like I can move a lot of this stuff away just with a zip tie somehow. It's kind of randomly stuck down here. Don't really know how it's really supposed to be run. Let's see. Let's grab some cutters and a few zip ties and see if we can kind of neaten some of this stuff up. See that wire loops around? Gosh dang. Yep, zip ties. Zip ties are going to make a lot of difference here. Where did I put them? And our cutters. Where did I use them last? Oops. I think I just kicked the super bright light, blinded myself. Where did I put those things? Now I can't see nothing. Well, where did I put? Every drawer in the toolbox is open. Wait a minute. A whole bunch of those. This is why you put your tools up. See, there's my tiny black screwdriver that was about to disappear. Oh well. I got some kind of cutter things that'll kind of work here. Man. Understand how that works. Okay, let's go back under. Here it comes. Oh. All right. Hey, bracket. I'll sit out of here. The header bolt down here somewhere is that. Oh, it's way back there. Of course, it's all the way back there in the middle of the car. It's like centered front and rear end, back to front. Well, that zip tie was already broke. Man, I've screwed my light up now. I can't see nothing. Okay. There's a zip tie we've cut. Put it over there. Kind of random. random stuff done here. I'm going to try to monkey with that. Oh, those will move pretty easy. I'm not going to try to monkey straighten this stuff up too much. Just going to kind of zip tie it out of the way. That looks terrible. I have no idea what that goes to. As long as it doesn't touch anything important. Let's take these gloves off. Let me just start by pulling some of this stuff away from things that are going to be hot. Get a good pull on that one. Snip it off. And kind of just work my way around. It would be so nice if this was a little cleaner. I did pressure wash all this before I started on this project, but dang, I think I can bundle that. That'll hold those back over there. Snip. There. Oh, that's the. Ooh, it's so slimy, I can't even get it off. Oh, tiny screwdriver. Where is it? Where did I put it? There it is. Exactly what I need. This is the, oops. Yep. AC compressor plug. It's a, we snipped those wires in a previous episode. I couldn't get to it, and well, hey, now I can get to it. All right. Let's continue on our quest here. Oof. Make sure I'm not zip tying something. I need to move out. I can see one thing I'm going to have to change already in it. It's going to be that that oil pressure line. I need to zip tie to pull that oil pressure gauge line is in danger of getting against hot stuff. We're going to kind of wiggle. Oh yeah, perfect. Zip tie around through the AC compressor. Just kind of pull that back. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Now these headers, I might have to, excuse me, I might have to come back with these headers and do some heat wrap on them in a few places. I had heat wrap a couple of places on the other car, mainly because it got so close. That's actually going to probably fit pretty good there. Well, maybe. It's not bolted on. I thought it was bolted on. I cried. Probably going to need heat wrap in a few places just to keep things from turning into goo. Because these little guys get pretty hot with turbo setup, so they put out a lot of heat. And even wiring harnesses that are a good ways away will you'll notice a little bit of sagging on some of this plastic loom kind of stuff. And that's pretty gooey right there. Oh my gosh. We're gonna leave that part alone. Now let's see. Train power steering lines. These lines, it would be super good if I could move them that way. I think I'm gonna be able to. Really what I should do, go up top. Let's do that. Go up top, put a couple bolts in that header so it stays put. I can hear you now. You're going, oh my gosh. We gotta watch this guy put header bolts in again. Well, yep. I'm gonna put a couple in. But I'm not gonna get crazy with it. Oh crud, just dropped one. Well, said it was going to put a header bolt in, but not having a lot of luck. Here's one. Let's see if we can find the one that fell. It's disappeared. It literally fell straight down and it has disappeared. Thankfully, I keep my magnet around just so. Oh man, those are stainless steel. Magnets don't work on stainless steel. Okay. I rescued the one from the front, or the one that I dropped the other day. Let's put a couple. There's the hole. Let's find the super header wrench. There it is. We'll snug this side up. Now, since today, oh gosh. Hey, look at that. Landed right at my feet. Since today is the Saturday edition of 30-Minute Mechanic, I have no concept of time. I did not look when I started working, so I have no idea how long this is I'm gonna go today. Last video was a little over 30 minutes, which surprised me. A lot of days I do stuff, I get done, and I go, man, that's gonna be a short video. And then suddenly it's 40 minutes long. And I guess I could have cut some of the footage out to make it shorter, but. And I did a little bit because that back over there when I was cutting the flange, because didn't want to throw sparks at my camera much anymore and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, headers bolted on, a couple bolts. I won't wiggle around. We can go down there and see where everything's going to land. Okay, here we are. I'm really trying to learn how to position this camera where I'm not blocking the shot. Now, these two guys, now since we know where our header outlet's going to be, sure wish that was right. I sure wish this thing was angled about, I don't know, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch more this direction, but oh well. That's how it's made, so we're not going to monkey with that. I don't want to go chopping on this side too. Now, these power steering lines, they kind of wiggle around some, so they got some wiggle to them. So what I'm going to try to do is, this thing's got a bend in it right here. I would love to kind of straighten that bend where it goes more this way instead of this way. Not 100% sure how I can do that. May just have to manhandle it. Let's find out. Definitely putting gloves on because let me see if I can grab this. It's kind of rubber. It goes to a rubber line right there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm having a little bit of luck. I get my palm of my hand right. Yeah, wow. And a little tweak that way. That lower radiator hose, those universal deals, and it's kind of in the way, but this little deal, this will be all right. Put a little more muscle into it. Ow, ooh, that hurt the palm of my hand. All right. Like I said, it's too bad these, I would love for these to circle around the other side. Well, that probably can't, but this one could. Other side of that line, but I'm not taking that stuff loose. Try to do that. What I should do is find something to stick in there and pull against. Let's look. Let's see. Oh, yeah. A piece of wood. If I can wiggle it in there. It's kind of what I want. Sort of. What am I doing here? Keep that over there. Now, I kind of want to bend it. Still need to bend this straighter. Although it would be kind of nice if there was more of a loop right there around. Let's see if I can. That right there. Back this way. Then that way. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oops. I guess this is dropping so much dirt on me. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I do like that much better. Make the oil filter a little snug getting in and out, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Really hope this microphone's helping. Not making me sound weird, although I sound weird anyways. I'm sure a case could be made for that. Yep. All right, power steering line number 2. Let's see if we can. It's gotta go. Really want it. Yeah. Let's see if we can. We can use our block of wood as a fulcrum here to. Let's put the skinny end up there. Yeah, nothing to push against. Oh yeah, that's what we want right there. Except I just shot a bunch of dirt in my face. And then this end, bend it back the other way. Yeah. Well, we're doing all the good there. I think. Let's go up with it some. Like that clip being pointed that way. But you're doing some good. What I might do, once I kind of get these bent around, I might get me a hose clamp and just hose clamp those guys together so they stay put. Let's see if I can. Need to bend that a little straighter. This is really hard on the palm of my hand. That's why I like to try to use the wood. I can use the header itself. Yep, I can. Ah, there we go. Well, that is what I want. Unless I just pinched it off up there, but I don't think I did. I think that rotated around just like I wanted it to. Down this goes. All right. Oh yeah, yep, that's what I want right there. Okay, let's get this a little bit. Probably zip tie those gloves off. Doing zip ties with gloves on is kind of hard. I'm gonna zip tie this bundle to that power steering line. Oh, that's perfect. So every time I touch something, dirt falls out. Where are my cutters? Guess dirt falling out here is better than all dirt falling out at the drag strip. Like my son Judd has a 69 Galaxy. And we pressure washed the heck out of it. It was off the road for a long time. Actually, it was taken off the road. Last time I was registered was before he was even born. And finally got it back. Got it where it runs. You can see that it's a white 69 Galaxy in the intro video. But every time he launches that thing, dirt falls out of the quarter panels off the frame rails and doesn't make the track workers exactly happy. We've tried to get it all cleaned out, but still has some dirt hiding in there somewhere. There's go. It's almost comical now. Dirt falls out of it. Let me find me see if I can find something to kind of clamp those two lines together so they don't vibrate around. And a zip tie would be okay, but I think it's probably going to get too hot right there and melt. So let me go look. I gotta go dig in a box. I'm gonna stop the video when I go dig in the box. Yeehaw, I'm back. I'm back. Ow. Swipe the sweat out of my eyeballs. All right. I think I found one that'll work. Just gotta slip it around there. And get it started again. Here we go. You can use worm drive hose clamps for a lot of stuff. They work good. They don't tend to come loose. Not just for clamping hoses. Yeah, that's great right there. I'll keep that in place. All right. We got a pretty good start on that. Let me get this belt out of here. We'll pull out the bottom. Of course not. That's hanging on something. We'll go get our crossover pipe. See how it fits up in here. Maybe temporarily put the V-band on right there. So I'll be back. Okay. Found my V-band clamps. See if we can slide this crossover pipe under there. Just kind of raise it up, see how we're going to clear everything. I don't drop it. Yep, I'm alive. There we go. Big V-beam goes on this side. Yeah. May have to get up there with a. Actually, see if we can wiggle that. Come on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Like I would like to put that all up there, but transmission lines, those dang cooler lines that look like spaghetti, are in the way currently. Although, where'd my cutter go? Ow! That thing just whacked me in the noggin. Although, I think I can clip a couple of temporary zip ties right there. Maybe make a little more space. This is really end heavy with that wastegate on there. Yeah. Let's see. What's that one? I'll hang there for just a second. I might need to wheel. Okay. Let's back up. Trying to do this easy, but I'm going to go ahead and pull that wastegate off so I don't do something dumb and break off the fitting on it. I have no idea what size bolt that is. Let's start with a 13. I can read my. Yeah, that's not a 13. Wait a minute. 13's over here in the tools I have not put up yet. 13. Okay. Let's see what size that is. This side is not a 13. It is a 14. I think. But of course, because it's super tight. Come on. There we go. It's actually far easier than I expected it to be. This one will probably be. Let go. Come on. There we go. I think. Either that or my wrench just slipped. I think it was the bolt or the nut. Yeah. That gasket is torn. Oh, it's all coming to pieces. That ain't great. Let's get that bolt go. Nut. Come here, nut. Shoot. With your bolt. The wastegate. Okay, now that that thing's out of the way, a bunch of weight off of there. Oh, that's so much better. Should have done that to start with. Actually, what I may want to do is go get a strap. Just suck this thing up. It's gonna be awful close to that coolant reservoir. Grab a me grab a ratchet strap and see if I can't raise that. Just support that thing up in there. Sometimes, or a tie down. Probably tie down's easier. When you work by yourself, you gotta come up with ways to move things around, support things while you can hooking other things together. What I'm gonna do, ouch. Might be able to see this on the video, I don't know. I'm gonna loop my strap around this. There. And then I'm just gonna hoist this guy right up here to where it's kind of close. That's sort of okay. That'll be close enough. Maybe I can get the V-band slipped on and find my tools. V-band, stick that off. Yeah. Oh, here's that. There we go. Come on. Oh, I didn't leave enough slack. Let it down just a skoshie. Like that. Okay. Oh, like butter. Let's see. Okay. V-bands are neat, but they work good, they seal good, but dadgummit, sometimes you need 4 arms to put them on. Because you can't hold this and you can't hold that. Can't hold what you're wanting to hold up and put the V-band on and get the flanges kind of lined up. Hey, yeah. Oh, that may be okay. Let's hop over there. Oh, that's not anywhere near where it needs to be. I think we're gonna get really close to our tank there. That's no good. The tank, does that have any coolant in it? I can't tell. Yep, it does. Okay, well, let's swing around to the top and see if we can slip that V-band on. Then we'll see how close we are to this coolant reservoir. It might have to move. All right, here we are on top. Once again, then our crossover pipe is right here. We can probably take the strap off now. Although, hell, yeah, take our strap loose. It's sitting on the transmission lines. And see if we can swing it over here and slip this one on. Don't know about that. Ooh. Yep. Already. See, that's going to be a problem. That's why we do this. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'll let you. I'll swing you down there and you take a peek yourself. Hit your flashlight. As you can see, right down there, our connection right there is right up against the the coolant reservoir. Gosh, fuel reservoir. I don't know what I was thinking. So We're gonna have to do some thinking and adjusting there, I think. That's why we mock this stuff up, so we can find out what's gonna hit and what's gonna clear. So let me put you back up here. What happened to my, there it is. My mount came apart. There we go. Let's see. Oh, sorry about that. Let's turn your light off. I might slide under there and kind of pull down on it and see if I can finagle it over there real quick. Oh, workout mat makes my knees happy. Oh. Dirt in my face. Yeah. Don't think that's gonna fit right there. Oh, not a chance. Although, I'll loosen these guys. Oh. Well, that stinks. Let me find, I don't know what size that is. It may be a metric. It's a metric. Yeah, it is a metric. Maybe that flange will loosen. I don't think you can probably see what I'm working on, but that flange in between the two pipes right there by the, oh, there we go. Oh, that part's welded on. Yeah. Yep. Interesting. Don't want that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I just wiggled it in there. I don't believe it. Okay. Oh. That V-band. See if we can snake it on there. And oops. Can't snake it on if the nuts on the V-band. Sure hope the audio is working okay. Because I really just did a little quick test with it at my house. Did one other little quick test when I got here. And jumped in and started making video. Oh, that squiggle. Oh, this. Move the mat. That's still gonna be, you know, for these purposes, we're just gonna loosen the header a bit. Because I know y'all haven't seen me do that enough. Slow down, James. Work the bolt. Don't look at the dogs. If you ever watched Magnum PI, you know that. You know what that reference was from. Where'd I put the V-band? It, oh, fell. Magnum PI. Great show, by the way. In the 80s. Nearly always have a scene, not every episode, but I always had scenes where Magnum's trying to pick a lock and a bunch of dogs or a bunch of Dobermans or something are about to be right on top of him. So he's always telling himself, work the lock, don't look at the dogs. Work the lock, don't look at the dogs. And invariably, he looks at the dogs. He's like, you looked at the dogs. Oops. Okay, now see, that's, of course, in the middle of the car. I was wiggling that thing on. I didn't like the direction the bolt was going, which is kind of dumb, but I want it to go this way. Probably if I put that one on first, slip it up here, then slide that one in. This might go together a little easier. Come on, put it over there. I'm telling you, sometimes you need 4 hands to do a V-band. Particularly when you're trying to get the nut put on it. It wants to spring itself open like that. Okay. Well, this is why I wanted the. This is why I wanted. Come on, wiggle up there. Oh my gosh. Back on there. Tightening. That's why I wanted the bolt on this side. I could get to it easier. Now, where's my wrench? Sucker header. Header back into position. I still need. We got space now. Now my green Mustang got a really trick heat shield. I may try to get another one. Basically clamps on and keeps, has an air gap in there. So I may try to get one of those for this. Just to keep that tank from, I mean, it's a plastic tank. I don't know if you can see it, but plastic reservoir. I don't want it to just totally melt and then have to have something else to fix. Okay, let's go back up top. All right. I had to make a little room on my phone. These videos take a lot of space. I do all my recording, all my editing, everything, uploading right here from my phone. And so far, seems to work pretty good. Now, we got that thing kind of mocked up in there. Looks like it's going to be all right. We got stuff moved around where it's not going to, hopefully not get barbecued by the headers. Maybe another couple of wires on this passenger side that I need to get away. Well, maybe not. But we're going to order some rim flex gaskets and then clean off them flanges, and then we'll be ready to start bolting things together after we get this welded in. I'm really happy with how this flange angle has worked out. One thing I'm considering is once I have the turbo in right here, I may run a support bracket from one side of the turbo. Where's my mock-up turbo? Yep. I might run a support bracket, probably from the cold side of the turbo, the compressor, just to strap, maybe back over to this top alternator bolt. Some kind of deal to keep this stable, keep it from rocking back and forth, because that GT45, she ain't no lightweight. They're kind of heavy. We haven't ever had a problem with the turbo kit cracking or anything. At least I haven't seen any evidence of it. But since we angled that over more, I feel like it's probably going to have a little more leverage on everything. So I may put a support bracket. I don't know, I might run at this bottom one, but probably the top one's the best to give me the best angle on keeping stuff secure and keep it from flopping around. And one other thing we're going to do is this TFI module mounted right over here on the fender, and it's going to be right there by all the heat. If you know anything about TFI modules, you know they don't like heat. So we're probably going to try to reroute that harness. Really don't know where it goes. We might loosen some of this stuff up over here, down in here, and kind of move maybe some of this wiring, at least this half out here, back out into the fender well and put the TFI maybe on the other side of the fender well, or at least back over here somewhere, where maybe away from all the hot stuff. The turbine over here will have a heat blanket on it. I got one of those. It's right here. You know, and they just slip on like that. That may be all right like that. I don't know. We may be able to just move that TFI just back a little bit. Maybe. We'll see about that. These work really good. I mean, you can be driving the car, come out, and you can just put your hand right there, and it contains all the heat really well. Okay, well, I guess that's about doing it for this video for now. Let's head to the wrap-up. Well, that about does it for 30-Minute Mechanic today. I'm hot. It's a weekend edition. Trying not to make these too long. I don't know if people like longer videos or shorter, but I don't have a very long attention span sometimes, so I feel like shorter is probably better. Anyways, we got our crossover pipe mocked up, got our power steering lines moved around out of the way, and some of the other wires moved that were in the way, got them zip tied up, secure out of the way from stuff that's going to be hot. And figured out that we're actually going to clear the coolant reservoir. That is a crazy looking reservoir. It's super tall. Anyways, we're going to clear that just fine. Really, we could just get rid of that if we had to and put a regular reservoir somewhere. But I'd like to leave as much stuff in here as we can, the factory stuff. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time on 30-Minute Mechanic.